Hello and welcome to Zynn Empowerment. My name is JD Barnes and I'm glad to be with you. For those of you who don't know what Zynn Empowerment is, it is a part of our company, part of our culture, part of our mission to see if we can't help create a movement around empowering people and their potential. Today, we're going to talk about owning our mistakes and how that really works as we start to go down our own empowerment path. For those of you who don't know me, my name is JD Barnes. I'm the co-founder and co-creator of a company called Zynn Life. Zynn Life is a phenomenal little company that's growing very, very quickly. We're excited about where we're headed. It delivers on 3 different platforms, and one of them is empowerment. One of them is actual products that do change our lives, change the way we feel and the way that we can live our life, to renew, restore, and revive the way we experience this life. And then the third way that we engage with people is on a financial platform, help them to earn a little extra income, or in some cases a lot of extra income. Our objective is to enrich and empower people physically, mentally, emotionally, and financially. We all make mistakes, and the sooner we understand that and come to terms with it and start to own our mistakes, the better. There is healing power in our ability to own our mistakes. We need that healing power in order to grow and to develop and to become our better self, our future self. You know, we hear stories about people who make the big mistakes on the big stages, and you wonder, like, wow, that's a big mistake. They've embezzled millions of dollars. They've created all sorts of false companies. We almost never hear about people making little mistakes, and we never hear about people who own their mistakes on the little scale or on the big scale. And I have this idea that not owning your mistake is the little path to a big future problem. So I'll say it again. I have this belief that not owning your mistake is a little path to a big future problem. That those little mistakes, unowned, grow and they develop and they become part of our individual culture and how we handle ourselves and how we handle others. And if we don't manage them, then they eventually manage us. So at the root of it, why don't people own their mistakes? Why don't we fix the things that are wrong in our life? Why don't we say, I'm sorry, and seek out forgiveness? I think first we don't do it because we don't often see our mistakes. We don't see the way that we are affecting other people. We don't recognize the outcome, or because of we're blind to some of what we do in our life. I mean, that's just a natural reality, is that we don't see all the aspects of our life. Second, I think this is a big one. Pride gets in the way, and it takes a great deal of humility and often a lot of pain for us to admit that we failed, or we've let others down, or we've done something wrong. Third, I think we're afraid of the consequences from taking responsibility for making bad choices. And then finally, I think that we're a little bit ashamed, and we don't know how to come to terms with those things that we've done, big or little. But here's the deal. I said at the beginning, there's healing power in our ability to own our mistakes. When we take responsibility for our actions, good and bad, it really does pave a way for our own individual restoration, for our healing, for our growth, for our empowerment. And as part of our empowerment training, I really want people to figure out how to take responsibility and start that path, that paving path to personal restoration. I talk about a lot about restorative sleep and the importance of restorative sleep and why we created our sleep product. But we need to have restorative action in our lives when we make mistakes. Not only will we regain the trust of others, but we begin in a small way to regain our own trust and belief in ourselves for how we'll handle the future. There's a really incredible author out there by the name of Brene Brown, and she talks and teaches a lot as it relates to being vulnerable. And vulnerability is probably the biggest area here that we struggle with. And it could be because of all of those other reasons collectively. But she says that shame corrodes the very part of us that believes we're capable of change. So I'm going to say it again. Shame corrodes the very part of us that believes we are capable of change. We cannot afford to have shame in our life. We must face the reality of our life and the choices that we make, good and bad. And if we learn how to make restoration and correct those challenges, the little path to big problems is avoided. Personal empowerment is not an easy thing. Personal development takes time and energy and focus. Accountability, challenging. It is such an important part of where we're going, and I hope that so many people will fall in love with the idea, and that as we grow and develop, we help others grow and develop. I am far from where I want to be, and there are people in my life that are near me and people that I haven't met yet that I've probably hurt and offended, and I'm trying my very best to correct when I recognize. I love the people in my life. I'm grateful for those who are helping us accomplish this objective. The people who work on this program every single day that may get my gruff side, I apologize. People in my family who get my gruff side, I'm sorry. There is power in our ability to own our mistakes. I hope you have a phenomenal rest of your day. Look forward to seeing you and working with you again tomorrow, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.